I've tried a number of dog foods. I've tried dog biscuits, which taste sort of gluey and okay, and I've tried meaty dog food in a pie, which is something we did at university. But I think that's fair enough because animals don't really get a choice in what they eat. They eat what we give them. So it seems fair that we should eat it ourselves as well. And we know that dog food is tested on human beings because you have to make sure it is actually safe for human consumption, because the tragedy is poor people eat it because it's cheap. We found this out back in the 60s and 70s in some very deprived bits of Britain. So, if you go to work at a dog food factory like Spillers or Win-A-Lot, whichever one hasn't yet called the retrievers in, then one of the things you'll have to do is sit and eat some dog food. I've also tried cat munchies, which are fairly disgusting, and I've tried cattle feed, because it seems to me that I'm going to eat the cow one day. It's only fair, and it's only right, really, that I try out what it's going to eat that's eventually going to be converted into cow that I eat. If you don't like the cow food, you shouldn't eat the cow.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
I like dogs and cats. I get fed up with people saying that you have to make a choice. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Are you a beer man or a wine man? Are you a breast man or a buttocks man? Well, why can't you like all these things? I like cats and dogs. Cats are very therapeutic. Dogs are good fun to play with, throw a ball and all that sort of thing. I like wine, it's quite intellectual. I like beer because it makes me happy. I like all parts of naked women because I'm only human.
What's your favourite breed of dog?
My favourite breed of dog is actually the Border Collie. I've known a few. I used to have a girlfriend years ago who had a lovely one. I used to go around to see the dog, if I'm brutally honest. Richard Hammond's got a Border Collie, very, very intelligent one, which is nice. I like bright dogs. I also quite like retrievers, and I quite like actually things like Jack Russell's very small, very tough dogs, because you can sort of have a bit of a fight with them. I used to know somebody who had a Jack Russell that was so hard it could walk into the fireplace when the fire was burning and it didn't bother it. It was about 120 years old. I'm not sure it was technically alive either, but...
So do you think Border Collies are particularly bright?
I do think Border Collies are more intelligent than other dogs. It's not just, when you look into their eyes, which are supposedly the window on the soul and all the rest of it. They just sort of understand stuff. And that's why they're sheepdogs, and that's why they live on farms, round things up and fetch things and so on. They're definitely a cut above. They're the Professor Brian Cox of dogs, only more likeable.